Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going through my Premier League predictions.
It's time for Big Pete.
Starting off at the bottom, I have Newcastle. Newcastle are a mess. They've lost their two top scorers as well as their greatest asset in Rafa Benitez. I'm sure Dr. Cabbage will give his all, but not even Tom Cruise could save Newcastle. In 19th place, going straight back down, I have Norwich. I fully expect to have this one horrendously wrong. The feel-good factor around Carrow Road, along with Farke's unique style, may very well be enough to keep Norwich up, but I just couldn't find a place for them in the top 17. The final relegation spot will be won by Sheffield United. Chris Wilder is a grossly underrated manager, and the Blaze have been busy in the window ensuring there will be goals in this team at this level. I expect them to be very exciting and hit the ground running this season, with Sharp and McBurney, the two most clinical strikers in the Championship last season, becoming a deadly duo. But I think they'll peter out and miss out on safety by a squeak. Surviving by the skin of their teeth, I have Burnley. You never know with the long side. They have practically the same squad that finished 7th a couple seasons ago, but that doesn't change the fact it's one of the worst squads in the league. But while I don't think Boyard, Claret, Jay Rodriguez's goals will fire Burnley higher, I think it will keep them up. In 16th, I have Bournemouth. This could be the season their luck runs out. Brooks is injured for 3 months and there's a lot of speculation around Fraser. If he goes and the Cherries start badly, they may never recover. If he stays, they should have enough. Crystal Palace are in serious danger if they allow Zaha to leave without a replacement. I'm backing them to stay up as I think they have enough quality in the rest of their team, but I expect them to struggle. I have Brighton in 14th. Every expert seems to be tipping them for the drop, but writing them off for sacking a manager who did well for them is lazy punditry for me. They had some shocking home results last term, but if they can regain their good home form under Graham Potter, they should be alright after a strong transfer window. Watford are a decent team. Deeney is coming to the end now, but there should be enough goals in this team for mid-table. In 12th, I have Villa. They had a Premier League squad last year and they've added to that with smart recruits. If their pre-season form is anything to go by, Villa will be just fine. Completing the shit half of the league, I have Southampton. Hasenhüttl has reawoken a club who was sleepwalking to relegation. Their frantic style with a front line of Danny Ings, Che Adams and Nathan Redmond stinks of 11th place. West Ham could finish 7th. They had a good season last year and they've added goals, so I expect the Hammers to pose a threat to a lot of teams. Wolves are 9th. They finished 7th last year, and as a newly promoted team, it's very hard to say they overachieved. The fact is, they're just a very good team who adjusted well to Premier League football. I would have them higher, but I expect them to have a European run. In 8th place, I have Everton. Every season, people seem certain they'll break into the top 6, and every season they fail. As hard as this may be to hear, they are just an average team. They've made a few good signings, but not enough for me. That means the best of the rest is the former best Leicester. They were a classy team last year and there's a lot of optimism around the club ahead of the new campaign, which will be Brendan Rodgers' first full one with the club. Their midfield looks saucy and Vardy guarantees goals. Leicester are going on another European tour. In 6th place, I have Arsenal. The club formerly mocked for finishing 4th every year have become serial Europa League participants. I could be wrong about this one. Top 4 isn't out of the realms of possibility for Count Dracula, but there is zero chance of a title challenge. There's no leaders in this team. And while they have a deadly attack, they have a suicidal defence. In 5th place, I have Frank Lampard's Chelsea. Despite missing out on the top 4, I wouldn't consider this a failure for Frank Lampard. He's taken over at a difficult time, obviously with the transfer ban, but the youngsters coming back from loan spells could feel like new signings. I expect him to get the fans back on side and give opportunities to youth. So Chelsea should stick with Lampard long term for me. I expect United to get back in the Champions League this season. Rashford is a year older, and Ollie seems to be putting a lot of faith in him. And I expect Rashford to repay that faith with a lot of goals. Maguire is a good signing who will improve their calamitous defence. Plus Wan-Bissaka and Dan James add youth, energy, pace, desire and passion, things which United were built on. Applying pressure on the top 2 until falling out of the title race in mid-January, I have Spurs. There's been a lot of wild rumours about players Tottenham are trying to bring in last minute, with Levy seemingly paying homage to former manager Sir Henry Redknapp, ahead of his expected knighthood for services to deadline day. But I'll ignore all that and stick to the facts.
It's a fact. I am not playing mind games, I am talking about facts.
This will be Tottenham's first full season in their new stadium, and off the back of last season's Champions League runners-up medal, I expect Poch to maintain Tottenham's goodness. In 2nd place, I have the most exciting team in the league, Liverpool. This summer was a great opportunity for Liverpool to send out a big statement of their intentions with one big signing, but they've ended up spending pennies on teenagers instead. A lot of people will say Liverpool are already a great team and don't need to strengthen, but their options behind the front three are scaringly scarce. A big signing adds more than just a player, it has a big morale boost on the whole club, as the signings of Virgil van Dijk and Alisson did. Liverpool have lacked that boost in this window, which has passed them by amidst a poor pre-season. And as much as I wish this wasn't the case, despite winning the Champions League a couple months ago, Liverpool don't have as much momentum going into the season as Man City, who will win yet another Premier League for me. I don't know how much longer Pep will stay in Manchester. He must be getting bored now. I still don't think they have the character to succeed in Europe, but it's difficult to look past their incredible domestic record over the last 2 seasons when picking a Premier League winner. So there you have it. Those are my predictions for the 2019-20 Premier League table. Let me know yours in the comments below and make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you soon!